Hey guys, for those of you that don't know, my name is Coach Amanda. I am the head coach here at 100 Fitness. A couple things that I want to kind of share with you guys in terms of little programming tidbits that we have coming out. I know you guys have noticed we've been doing a lot of different like shoulder activation, hip mobility, all those different series. Why we're kind of doing that, eventually and very soon, we're going to be sending you guys off on your own track. So my needs are very different from, I'm sure, your needs. I definitely need a lot more like shoulder activation, less mobility, while some of you need a little bit more mobility to get into some of those overhead movements, and maybe activation will kind of come down the line. So very soon you guys will kind of see in the programming, it'll just say shoulder activation or shoulder mobility. Your coach is going to help kind of guide you into the right direction as to what is going to be more appropriate for you. By doing this, not only are we going to be better prepared for our workouts, but we are going to feel a lot better throughout the day. I know on days that I get a little bit of that thoracic mobility along with some of like the right muscles like activating, I feel 100% better. So that's our goal for you. Same thing with our hips. While we kind of have those A series, we're going to be adding in some B series as well. So be on the lookout. As we add in some of those new series, we will definitely be kind of doing them as a group so everyone gets comfortable with what the movements are. One thing that we are also working on is making a video that we can go ahead and link right in our warm-up in Wodify. So you guys will have access to that video if you forget what one of the movements are. Your coaches will also be there to help kind of guide you through that. So don't be stressed in any way, shape, or form. I know you guys have also heard it. The Open is coming up. It's a super exciting time for the gym and the community. I love it every single year. Leading up to that, I really want to talk to you guys about like kind of a training protocol. I know some of us will come into the gym and we push hard every day. I don't, okay? You are just going to run yourself into the ground. So we're going to be using some different terminology. I will also be linking kind of some descriptions of this in the Facebook group. If you guys are not a part of the Facebook group, let one of the coaches know. There's a lot of information on there in terms of training protocols. We're going to go through and before the Open, do like a whole kind of tips and tricks with all the different workouts. So I want you guys to have access to that. We do put a lot of time and effort into that. So again, just if you're not on there, let your coaches know. So kind of how the structure of our week goes, and it's going to be kind of dependent per person and what your goals are. As you have probably noticed, or maybe you just haven't been to the gym on a Monday in a while, we've been doing more strength days. So on those days, I want you guys to think about building so that hypertrophy, it's not necessarily about going super fast, but being like time under tension, quality output under control, kind of things like that. So it's not necessarily like as fast as you can, but how well you can do it. Okay, so that quantity versus quality. I know the first couple weeks of our strength cycle, we do have a little bit more quantity in there, but that's why we're keeping it light on purpose so that we are getting everything that we can out of that. And then the other days, depending on when you come, we're going to have some train days. So those are going to be days that you're coming and you're trying to like go hard, but you always have that next level kind of in the tank. These, to be fair, are most of my days. Like I'll be working out and I'm like, well, I could do this if I had to, but should I is the question. If you have too many of those like push, push, push days, you're just going to burn yourself out or get injured or sick or something bad is going to happen. So the majority of your days should be kind of that like train style day. Now I brought up like the pushing kind of like past that limit. Those are going to be more of our like prove days. So our intensity days. I would place these on Friday as we're going to be doing a lot of repeats coming up with that Open. Maybe past workouts that you've done, maybe similar, maybe you've never done them before. But I want you guys to try to start getting that intensity built in on Fridays. Now, obviously, if you come in and you were up with your kids all night or you ate like trash the day before, that might not be a great day for a kind of a proof day. But go ahead and try to like plan that in your schedule where you can have one workout a week tops where you're really trying to push your pace a little bit. And then you'll kind of notice Thursdays are kind of like a move and groove day. So we're just gonna move, kind of sweat out all the toxins, kind of feel good again. Like that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are usually pretty bam, bam, bam. Thursdays are a great just move day. I know some of us do rest days on Thursday. If you are more of like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday person, maybe you want to go on like a long walk on Thursday. Or again, if you were up late with your kiddos or whatever the case may be, and you just want to move and sweat, it's okay. Give yourself a little bit of grace to do that, okay? Not every day has to be that prove intensity day. And then another day I want to talk about that is not necessarily something that we do in the gym. We're trying to get more cool downs. I hope you guys have noticed that too. But kind of that recovery day, that's going to be a huge part. I have definitely noticed in the last couple of years that I need a little more recovery than I did, say 10 years ago. So giving yourself the grace, doing the stretches, mobility, going on just a walk instead of training. There's a lot of different options. Okay. So again, our kind of days that we're going to go with, so we have that build day. Should be probably Monday, maybe Tuesday. So we're going to lift with intention, try to build some capacity through strength. We have our training days where we're going to practice our skills, okay, but kind of hold back on purpose, not push it 100%. Then we have our intensity days or approved days where we are going to kind of push the limits, kind of just see what happens, test our fitness a little bit more, get ready for the open. Then we have that casual day, kind of move, sweat, just kind of, it's going to help support recovery a little bit so we're not as sore. And then that full recovery, rest, reset, adapt, maybe do some meal prep. I don't know. But if you guys have any